We thought Vine was coming back in some way familiar to what it was, but it turns out that was a bait and switch. He was just using the old name to promote this new Grok Imagine, which is making more AI content, potentially brain rot, potentially really creative. The gap is widening between the human creator and the AI creator.
Before we go into all the AI stuff, I just wanted another platform to take advantage of as new again, because the best way to grow on a platform is to be the first one on it. So,
except if it's Blue Sky.
That is a fact. No, did anyone grow on Blue Sky? I don't know.
Blue Sky didn't even grow on Blue Sky.
Man,
don't go there, Simba.
I really thought that Vine would be cool. It would kind of compete with TikTok. We needed something fresh, a fresh platform. YouTube had established itself, but it just turns out we were getting Grok Imagine.
It's not safe for work nudes. That's really all it is.
Dude.
I said it, and it's true. Let's be honest.
True.
Check the headlines.
It's sort of par for the course for the stuff that Elon's been putting out.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a filter.
I think it's just a bit of a stitch up to tease the old Vine thing. You're talking about the most iconic cultural platform for so many people, and then be like, I'm actually just releasing a generation model, and you can make nudes. It's just like, thanks, bro.
I found it so they did the same thing with you can put it on spicy mode or whatever.
I hate they use spicy for that.
Comfortable. I don't want to have a robot yelling at me and then being real rude. It's I'll just turn you off, and it's bro, I'll turn you off. Whoa.
Dude, I want the guardrails off, but for more wholesome things, obviously Elon Musk dancing is a hilarious thing to do, and the guardrails don't let you mimic people. I'm I want the guardrails off, but I don't want to do that same prompt from Midjourney and put it into Grok and have a much worse scene like him doing the dance. It's too far. Let's give us a little bit of freedom.
I think for me, it does open up the whole question around creativity thing, even the idea of a platform that is just kind of pushing bulk stuff. I mean, as a creator, it kind of stresses me out a little bit because I'm well, what am I doing? What am I getting paid for? Or what am I making? But
unless you're making meme videos, you're sweet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like they were almost starting to see two different types of creators. The amount of Instagram profiles I see where it's top 10 AI content creator. I'm what does that mean? What does that mean? You're a prompt engineer, which that's not bad either, I guess.
The thing is, there's creativity and there's storytelling coming out of it. So it's super interesting. It's just different.
Yeah.
But I think the gap is just going to widen and widen and widen, where real human creators will use it to a point. It's going to get to
yes,
it can do 75%, but I still have creative control. And the other ones are going to let's let it go. And they're both going to rise separately. I'm wondering, and I wrote it there, is will one AI only creator come out and topple the giants? Is it ever going to get to a point where you're coming for the Mr. Beast level of popularity with one AI thing?
I think so.
I don't know if the stakes are high enough. I keep thinking
it's all just viral. This is a trend now. The AI Yeti stuff is really good. It gets to a couple of 100,000 subscribers. Can you progress that idea further? Probably if you're a creative person, you can try.
Pivot so fast, though. That's the thing. You can actually pivot really quickly, and I think it can. If you're making purely entertainment content, you can.
But I wonder if their attention span's long enough, right? Because the types of people making this content have been grown up on TikTok. It's is your attention span long enough to pursue an idea across years and not just go, Yetis are out, now it's monkeys are out, now it's thing. Does that have an opportunity, or do they just want cash grabs? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, someone will, I think the fact that you said that, if 80% is that, but there will be the 20% that go, no, I've leveraged it really well and now I do it and I've got an audience. It's all the faceless K-pop, or it's even the fact that everyone wrote so many books. I keep thinking the late 90s, early 2000s was writing books was
everyone wrote an ebook.
Yeah, everyone had an ebook. So it's the same kind of thing. The good stuff still stands out. What I'm waiting for is a video tool, and it might be coming in another video we're about to talk about, but a video tool where it's a lot of creative control over it. So if it's a motion graphics thing, cool, you can control the camera. That's where I still think we haven't seen it shine yet. Video generation.
I've seen on VO now you can upload an image with the instructions for say there's an actor there, you circle them and you put an arrow and then you have camera that way. You put those annotations over the top and then you say first things first, clear and ignore the annotations, then generate the video, and it does exactly what you want. So there is more control coming, cool. But it's not enough yet. I really want to do The Last Creator Alive series where we do it's all AI, but it's a person who's the last YouTuber, and he's in Wasteland Apocalypse. I've made this joke before where he's hey guys, I just wanted to show you this new personal locator beacon. It's got and he does sponsored spots and talks about things that are in the apocalypse, but he's still creating content. I think that'd be funny. plenty of fun things you could do with it.
Yeah. It's really hard to not jump the gun and see it more as more than just a tool. Like, it's really hard to not be like, it's just going to replace me completely. Like,
I just don't think it can. It's so expensive. Like VO3, the generations, you get 15 rubbish generations and bugs and problems to get a couple of good ones, and then you're talking like some of those AI videos, people would be spending a couple of $100 per video to get it.
But that's actually not that expensive, is it? If you think.
Well, if you wanted to CGI a monkey running through a forest, I guess is not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Even if you're literally going out and filming yourself running through a forest in a monkey suit would cost more than that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's expensive relative to what we expected, but also that's prices are going to come down. So, and it's getting in the hands of everyone. The one thing that you guys touched on a little bit earlier, and we let you run, but it was like talking about attention spans for creating. What we have to consider though is that the people consuming content that are now 16 are going to be 36, but their brains are going to be wired that way from that time.
Yeah.
So the content has to be shorter to match the audience, the widest audience.
So it'll probably be fine. So the way you sell may not. Longs may just fall off the face of the planet because it's like, I don't have attention for that.
Yeah. Like entertainment longs, sort of. Yeah.
I did just see it was old mate Daniel Priestley talking about how podcasts become more valuable because it's the hardest thing to fake. Like a video podcast, long form video podcast is the hardest to visually script all of that. And so that will be kind of like, it'll be that and then it'll be monkeys and forests. Like there'll be no...
It's also like max attention span. Like you get a lot of time to get to know that person if you hear them in a podcast for an hour. So it's super valuable in that regard.
But to get to the level where someone cares about you enough for an hour is way harder now.
Yes. And then think about like TikTok especially is a very quick clip, but people spend hours on it flicking, like through series. I was listening to how people were saying like, I watched the whole series. There's like 200 episodes and they literally flick. So by interacting with it, you're technically in a long, so you could tell a long story in lots of shorts, but for some reason that flick for them,
it's almost like an interaction.
There's a TV show on TikTok and Instagram. It's got a guy named Chit in it. I don't know what the show's called, but it's basically like The Office. And I think it's doing higher viewer numbers than The Office did when it was like tapering off. And it's just shorts, but the whole thing could be one episode of a TV show, but it's just shorts and like the same production quality as The Office sort of thing. It's crazy just splitting it up into those little bite-sized pieces.
Very interesting.
There's just still a big gap, I think. And it's the same thing everyone's seen with coding to start with, was like there's a gap where junior and the potential to do more is there, but once you push ideas further than a concept, it starts to fall apart more and more, and there's a big gap there. And it'll probably happen the same here, where like junior creators and junior cinematographers, junior designers, they're all getting their jobs trumped up, but getting past that curve to the really exceptional is still going to take really exceptional people, and the gap's going to widen between their content and just AI potentially.
And there's a lot of people out there, man. There's like how many billions of us? Like there's enough. I think the cool thing is there's still enough market. Like if you only hit 100,000 people, but they all love what you do, then that's okay if you don't make AI generated content and you just vlog. I think that gives me the little bit of hope. And so at that point, you'll have less big creators and more small creators across the board. Yeah, potentially.
Remember, it's not like a one-to-one. Like one person can like 40 different people.
Yes, good point.
You can consume 40 different. So it's not like, that resource is used. It's like, no, it's always there. So that attention's always available. It's just at the different periods. We always talk about that. You watch certain types of content at different times of day.
At different times, Yep. I only start my mornings with AI gorillas.
I like to generate deep fakes on Grok.
All right, we're going to cut it there.